Go big or go home. It's all or nothing. Put it all on the table. Does any of that sound familiar? It can be a really common belief that we've got to take on our whole life at once. And we tend to make these great big drastic changes in our life in an effort to create big change. And that's certainly one strategy, but what usually happens with that strategy is it creates this really good initial response, but then we can't sustain it. So it becomes this big start and then stop energy. What I want to introduce you to today, or remind you of today, is this concept that small hinges swing big doors. We tend to underestimate the power of taking consistent small baby steps on the way to creating our dreams. There's a powerful book called Atomic Habits that really talks about creating these tiny, tiny little changes, but doing them consistently every day. And when you add up all of those new atomic habits, it creates exponentially greater results. One of my mentors likes to say, baby steps will take you all the way up Mount Everest, but you have to take those baby steps. So instead of thinking about taking on your whole life and you have to create all of this great big drastic change, what if you were to commit to taking a small baby step every single day in the direction of your vision? That it doesn't have to be the great, big, huge life change, but it's just what's one step I can take today? Maybe it's I drink an extra glass of water, or I walk for 2 minutes more, or I just do one push-up. Maybe you set your alarm just for 1 minute earlier, or you commit to going to bed 1 minute earlier. Or maybe it's just 30 seconds of intentional breathing rather than trying to sit down and meditate for 30 minutes. To support this idea of baby steps every day, I have created a free 28-day mindset challenge for you, where every day you will receive an email from me with a 5-minute activity for you to do that will improve your mood, help shift your mindset to one of abundance, of growth, of positivity. And so if you want to put this into practice, doing a small thing every day for the next 28 days, make sure you join us for this challenge. We're getting started right away. And you can find that in the comments below. Where could you be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? I had a client, her vision last year was to just become healthier. And she set down these ideas of losing weight or running a marathon or whatever those old ideas about what healthier meant. And she just said, you know what, I want to just make it a daily practice to be healthier. And so every day she would say, what's one little thing I can do today to be healthier? And she said, you know, for a number of months, she didn't really see sustainable change. She started to feel better. She had more energy. But it was after a number of months of this consistent change, all of a sudden she started to see drastic results in her health and how she felt. And she said, I am so grateful that that was my attitude this year, because now this is my lifestyle. And it's sustainable because it's a habit and it's just who I am now. Bruce Lee famously said, I don't fear the man who knows 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. And I love that. It's really bringing excellence to every day and doing small things repetitively that really creates this life of excellence and sustainable results. So what's that one kick that you can do? What's one step you can take today in the direction of your dream? And celebrate the baby steps. Celebrate any progress as a sign and a signal that you are on your way to that transformation. Think in terms of baby steps. Remember, those baby steps will take you all the way up Mount Everest if that's where you want to go. Here is to you living a life you love.